What is up guys, Killer Kev here, and today on this build we are going to be building another modern mansion wall. And yeah, really nice, simple and easy build to do. Really do enjoy doing these. So and as you can tell, quick sneak peek as well, we got all of those to do, but they will be coming up very shortly. So we're going to start with this one as well, and as you can tell I've labelled them, so let's just crack on and carry on with what I was doing. So first of all, you're going to need a layer or two circles next to each other. It doesn't really matter how far they are distance between each other. I'll let you have a quick look at this one as well and explain what's going on here. I think it's the 6, then 2 along, 1 corresponding down to the 2, so you're coming into the circle now, 2 down and then 6 along again. I'll let you have a pause of that if you want to mimic that. So 6, 2, 1, 2, 6, 2, 1, 2, 6, 2, 1, 2, 6, 2, 1, 2, 6, 2, 1, 2, all the way around. And then what we want to do is just angle the 6 all the way along, breach it across with wooden sort of blocks if you can. It's entirely up to you, or if you've got amazing Hawkeye vision, then just literally split it all the way along here and then connect it to another 6 and carry on with the same diameter of circle. Obviously you need to keep these exactly the same, because obviously it'll just look fucking weird if you don't. So right, what we're going to be starting with is just either circle, and I'm going to explain what we're going to be doing in each circle as we go. So first of all, once you've got your cobblestone layer or any other block that you want to do, it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. You want to make sure that the ends of each sort of facing have got a wooden block on top of them. And I'll explain why as we go on, but I can't really at the moment because I kind of have to show you. So each end of the 6, so we're going to do 1, and then I'm going to show you how to do 1, and then just exactly mimic on the exact same side. I'm not going to do both, just going to do 1 at a time, because otherwise we're going to be here a damn long time, boy. And you want to build this up 3 in total, and the same thing on this one as well, 3 in total, all the way along, like so. Now guys, if you haven't checked out any of the other tutorials, please go and have a look at those. There are plenty on the channel as well. And yeah, if you do enjoy them, make sure to hit me up with that like and that comment. It does help me an awful lot. Plenty more to come as well. So right, so we've done 1 here. I'm going to go 3 high, so 4 high in total, whatever block that you use in correspondent. And majority of this build is actually windows. It does sound a little bit weird, but the majority of it is actually windows. A little bit strange, I know, and I do apologise for that if that's not your thing. But yeah, windows are the new thing at the moment. I don't know why, and I do apologise as well when using a standard texture pack. You can use any texture pack. Try to find HD glass the other day, but couldn't find it for this patch, so I do again apologise for that, because I would have been using that if it did work. Now, probably thinking that is a lot of glass. That is a lot of glass to have on a thing like this. Well, the thing is, the glass doesn't go all the way around. You just keep the back and the fronts pretty much exactly the same. You can do it all the way around, but I see no point, purely because through an aesthetic point of view, it just kind of looks a little bit naffy. So what you can do is just fill the rest of this in. Easiest way to do this as well, do circle by circle, and then kind of like chiseling stuff out. Just kind of chisel your way through and out of the actual building when it's done, obviously, because we're going to have to go through this bit here to connect to the other circle eventually in time, but that will come in the next part, don't worry about that. So after you've done your 3 layers of glass as well on top, make sure there's a second layer of one thing in particular. For us it's going to be the oak wood slabs. Pretty nice and easy, and the same thing on this side as well. You can just build it all the way up. I think this is a 4 high as well. Again, any block that you decide that you're going to be choosing for this, but if you're following the tutorial, then yeah, that's the exact block that we're using. You're probably thinking, what is this giant white line here? This giant white line here is actually to separate off a section of the roofing or a build. Very easy to sort of get confused, and also as well it's a very good way to sort of see where the circles start and end. Purely because this is the tutorial, I'm trying to show you the easiest way to build something in total. And obviously with this line here, obviously I'm going to have to build a wooden strut all the way along here like so, and this wooden strut will come up to the same height as the other circles as well, so basically connecting 2 circles together. So this is the first layer here. You can go however high that you want on these particular pillars or structures, however you want. I'm going to be doing 2 floors, so exactly the same thing on this side as well. Obviously the struts on this side as well need to follow, I do apologise, the wood sort of fill going all the way up. These are struts or beams for the actual structure of the building to hold it in frame, otherwise it would just look pretty darn weird if it didn't. So I do apologise for that. And again, the same thing on this side as well. So we're going to go 3 high on total. 3 high, all the way along. And this is where it comes up to personal preference now. You can actually mimic the exact same thing that you just did, which I'm probably confident I'm going to do that. And as well, you can add an extra sort of feature in the back. Now, again, entirely up to you how you want to do your windows. but for me I'm actually going to be making them like this. So yeah, I'm going to carry this on all the way around until I get to the point where I feel that's comfortable to stop. So obviously a little bit more here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like so. Come along up here and build that up. So there we go, that's it, that's that layer done as well. And again the same thing on this side as well, you just want to carry it all the way around. So once you've done the second sort of layers or the layering for this sort of thing here, and you pretty much want to flat it off. Now it does sound a little bit weird and you're probably thinking, well, there's no texture in that at all, you know, how the hell is that going to work, blah blah blah. Do not worry, it is quite simple and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And also as well, we're going to give the roof some texture, so please consider the fact of that it will all come together when it's all done. So I'm just going to finish this one up for you as well. I do apologise if there's a very gappy tutorial, so I'm trying to show you as quickly as I can in as much detail as I can so you can get this tutorial right first time. Not that hard, but it obviously looks, I don't know why, they always look really hard on the thumbnails, but when you actually make them, they're not hard at all. So there we go, there is that layer there. Obviously you're going to need to sort these beams in particular out as well. Keep getting confused with those. It's really easy to rectify as well, even on survival if you're building this sort of a crazy model mansion as well. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. So make sure the struts are correct, which they are. Roofing, doorway, brilliant, it's all good. Right, so after that you literally want to level it off with one more layer of your oak planks, and then after this you want to connect it all. So for instance, I'll be doing this, and then coming all the way round and along, just to conceal all the glass and everything else in conjunction with this. And after that you can pretty much start building a flat ground. Now it's entirely up to you how you do your roofing. Personally I'm not going to be doing a flat ground. I've just thought about it, I'm going to change my mind. So we're going to do that first layer there. Obviously don't worry about the struts here, they need to be like this. We're actually going to start building one in. Now you just want to follow this all the way around. Please keep an eye on this as well, and you want to actually connect this layer. Don't worry about not connecting it, you want to connect this layer. So we come all the way around like so, and then we want to keep repeating this process until you get to the top. So basically we're building circle on top of a circle, on top of circle, circle, circle. The circle will get smaller and continuously with each other. So I'm going to speed this up and I'll show you what it'll be done, but just carry on all the way up. So for instance like another layer here, carry on all the way around, and etc, etc. So I'm going to do that real quick now, and then when we come back it should be pretty much done. So as you can tell, that is that layer done in general. As you can see, the roofing has gone all the way up as well. I would have put 2 or 4 here to come up ever so slightly, but the detailing will come to that last, and I'll explain why and what's happening in between all the other things as well. So after you've done this, your shell for that thing, or both shells, is entirely up to you. What I want to do here is actually cut in 4 straight in the middle to the dimension of it there. Now this rivet here that we put along all the way around, you're probably thinking, well, why the fuck did we do that? That looks so weird. Why? Basically you want to build this all the way around and all the way along. These differentiators between the floors, so obviously this is a 2-floor house, and it has the exact same thing on the other shell as well. Obviously with the middle bit as well, you can actually walk through it, and we'll do the detailing and everything else and the build up to that in a minute. But yeah, let's carry on just doing this floor real quick. I'm just going to do this as fast as I can for you guys. I apologise for the clicking as well, if you can hear like me mad clicking over the music. But yeah, I'm just going to fill this in right now. Obviously plenty of light coming through as well, so there's no worries about the aspect of anything spawning if you are playing on survival here. If you want to play it safe as well, just bum some torches down, it's fine. But if you're building this creative mode, you've got no issues at all. So, whoa. Super dark then. Or because I just concealed it all and everything else. There we go, okay. And the same thing on this side as well, guys. Just build a 4-hole like so. And you need to do the exact same thing on the other side as well. This will not show, this will be concealed. Do not worry about that at all. So after you've done your floor and you made your holes in the thing, you want to grab a stone slab or a cobblestone slab. It's entirely up to you what you're using. Anything, any slab is good. Play around with them. I say to everyone, don't be sort of frightened or scared or of playing with the slabs. You know, it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. But make sure they're in all the corners. Do not connect to these as well, because it's going to look a little bit odd. This bit as well, I'm just doing for cosmetic. This bit will actually be taken out. So if you have got sort of resources that you are trying to spare on survival, then don't do the middle bit. But if you're doing this on creative, Don't fucking worry, because you've got resources. Just that middle bit as well will be cut out shortly to connect to the other circles. Let's get rid of that. What's going on there? There we go. So there we go. Just carry this all the way around. Now what you want to do is basically just conceal all of this as we go all the way along. So I'm going to conceal all of this, and then when we get back it should be all concealed. Don't worry too much as well if the pattern is slightly off. You can actually modify this and tweak this any point that you want. If you don't like something as well, you can just change it. So yeah, I'm going to do all the roofing, and then when we come back we'll have a look what it actually looks like. So as you can tell, we've done the roofing there. You can leave the middle bit or the top bit as it is, as it stands. But for me, I'm actually going to sort of cover it up and show you what I'm going to do in the middle, just to give it a little bit more finesse and a little bit more texture. Is just put stone slabs all the way around to the wooden, and once you get 4 block in the middle, or however large your circle is to the peak of the thing, just put a corresponding slab, sorry, a corresponding block to your slab in the middle, just to finalise it off. So as you can see, there's a nice trim of wood and cobblestone on that one, and obviously it's going to be the exact same on the other side as well. Now the thing is, what I'm going to be doing is finding the point that where it cuts off or splits, which is going to be this line here to the other sort of one there. So we're going to just take this off, and there we go. Probably thinking, well, you know, why the hell didn't we just do that at the beginning? As I said previously, I do not want to confuse you as much as I should. So what I'm going to do now is actually go on to the other ring. I'm going to do that. So if you've done your first ring, well done, that's awesome. And now we're going to be doing the second ring. So yeah, here we go. Let's do the second ring, and once we come back, it should be done. So as you can see, both circles are done now. Very symmetrical, very cool looking, very pretty. So after you've done both circles, it's now time to build the structure between the middle and, well, between the two of them, which is going to be the middle, and also as well doing the bottom floors and how they work in correspondent with the rest of the build. So as you can tell, we've got an entrance here, so you want to basically mime out where your sort of choke off point or where your doors are going to be. So this is going to be a 3-door because fuck it, why not? So we're just going to make sure that it's all lined up correctly. So maybe one there, maybe, I don't know, one there and one there. Yeah, we'll have a 3-door, so we can have it one's at the ends like so. You just want to build these a couple high just to mark out where the door's going to be. So we're going to have the door here, and then we're going to have the entrance as well. So another thing you can do, it's up to you how or what you're going to use. We're going to be using, sort of going with the theme of the outside, we're going to be using cobble stairs. So you need some stairs for this build as well. Please do bear that in mind. And as you can see, it's going to have little struts like so. And there are going to be the doors. So after you've done that, just grab your flooring for the inside of the building, which is going to be us. We're going to stay with the theme again. It's going to be the sort of just the standard sort of oak things. You know what I mean. The oak things are here. Really easy. So after that, just fill in the texture as well, which is all the way along here, and then you can actually take out that cobblestone now, which is on the bottom floor, and just fill it in with your wood. Now all of this area as well needs to be filled in with wood, and the exact same thing on this circle as well. So I'm going to speed that up real damn quick, and then we're going to fill it all in, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all filled in. And there we have it, both filled in, all filled in, lovely. Remember guys as well, the breach between the back of the two buildings need to be filled in as well, so it looks something like that. So after you've done that, now we've got to build this particular bit here, upwards. So what we're going to be doing is going all the way up, just all the way up to the top till it meets to the same level as the next part here, which is going to be this bit. So we're going to take off the slabs that are near this bit in particular. Obviously as well, probably thinking why didn't I take those off at the beginning? It's purely because guys, it will just confuse you if I don't explain half the stuff that I'm doing. So just make a back wall of whatever you want. You can maybe make these into some windows. It's entirely up to you, which I might do. I might make a couple of windows here. I might put just a solid beam here, solid beam of wood. This can come all the way up as well. Fuck it, why not? To make it look a little bit sleeker. Make sure as well guys, remember that cut-off point as well, which is up the top here. And the same thing on this side when we get onto the other side as well, which is going to be removing those two slabs. So I'll do that real quick for you. If we can come up here, just going to remove those two slabs. And there we go. Right, now, so once you've done that, you should have something that looks like that. Probably thinking, what the hell is going on? What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense at all. Well, it will. So here we go. This is the thing that you need to do. You need to take out every block that's in the vicinity, cobblestone, in the vicinity that is covering this particular area. Leave the actual struts of the frame of the circle. Do not remove those. Do not remove those at all. So basically you're just cutting off a couple of the sides to make room for this bit that's going to be incoming. So as you can tell, something like that, a little bit more. I'm going to say that's about right. So once you've done that, it's pretty easy to configure it now. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to carry this over. So we're just going to follow this all the way along, which it should connect because obviously the symmetry between the two circles is correct. And then same thing on this one as well. You want, again, just follow all the way over. Don't worry too much as well about where the roofing is or how the roofing's placed or anything in particular like that just yet. We just want to get it across just so we can see where we stand and how it looks. So all the way along. Same with these beams as well, all the way along. No need to be fussy as well on this particular bit. So as they come all the way along here, same thing on this bit as well. Actually, you can just fill in the back bit here, as you can see, which we're going to do with the rest of things, but I'm just going to save some time and cut the back in here. Like so. Make sure that joins. And fill the rest in with the cobblestone. So once you've done all that and your roof is all connected, I'll show you what it looks like when we're finished. I'll explain a little bit more just in case you're a little bit lost. So as you can see, we're just connecting all the struts to each other and just connecting it. This roofing here will just be connected. Just make this as flat as you can at the moment. All will be altered in a minute. So as you can see, it all just needs to connect. So I'll do that real quick, and then once I've done that, I'll show you what it looks like. So once you've all done, you should have something similar to this that looks something like this. Have a little quick look inside as well. As I said before, there's no need to worry about the structure and how it works at the moment, purely because it's all going to be altered very shortly. So we're actually going to breach these two bits here. We're going to make some torch or some light here. I'm actually going to just make this a path now. This will get a little bit fancier in the time being, but do not worry just yet. There we go, I'm going to breach that along just to make sure it sees that it connects. And the roofing as well is not done. The roofing is pretty much exactly the same as you would on this side. So what we're going to do is remove each sort of thing and carry it over. So as you can see, it's going to look something like this all the way along. See corresponding, so it looks like it's linked. Please bear that in mind, guys. It has to be looked like it's linked. There's not a great deal of layers on this sort of particular roofing as well. There's probably one more in total on this, which will probably come up to about another one high, and that's pretty much it. Not a lot at all. So we're just going to carry on all the way over, and we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side as well. Is just take one out and then just put it in. So just the circles need to connect. Don't worry too much just yet about anything else. I'll explain that all in a minute. There we go. So obviously these bits are slightly higher, which I can't do. I'm probably going to have to make that an actual block. Yep. Okay, so let's just make that real quick. Breach these two bits together. Grab the cobblestone, fill those in. It all just looks the same. Wow. Go back to your cobblestone slabs. And then fill the bottom rest in bit like that, so it just looks like it's connected. You can follow this all the way around, it's entirely up to you, you know, you can do what you want. I'm not going to, I'm just probably going to do the back sides here, just to conceal it, the back sides and all. Not going to do those bits, otherwise it will have a really tacky and horrible overhang, which I don't particularly want, because it just looks pretty shit. Connect these up like so. And voila, there we go. I mean, you can do a little bit of the middle as well if you want to, just come in 3 blocks, I guess. Come in 3 blocks again. There we go, and then just obviously do this, and then get smaller and smaller. So again, another 2 blocks. Just come in another 2 blocks, something like that. There we go. So it should look something like that once you have finished. So after that, what we're going to be doing is working on the interior. So you've done the roofing now, which looks pretty fucking cool. Not gonna lie, pretty happy how that turned out. So you're going to come in and finish the rest off here. So what we're going to be doing is making a floor along here. So as you can see, exactly the same pattern as here. Just want to make a floor that comes all the way out and along. This can be altered however you guys want. You can make this a square room, or you can leave the actual texture / detail in the actual roofing. I mean, for instance, you could block this bit off like so. make this a sort of an even ground here, slightly better. I think we're going to do that just to obviously conceal this bit in here, so it looks a little bit more interesting. Air fresheners has gone here, a little bit more interesting, but the fact of you still get that quality structure on the outside, but the inside it's a lot more fluent. So we're just going to do that real quick. So I'm going to fill in the rest of this like so. And there we go. There is the middle bit and there is the structure for that. Obviously you're going to need to take out another beam here to make it look somewhat slightly better. As well guys, this can be ordered at any time. You don't even need to do this beam. I just wanted to do it just because it looked a little bit better. But you can alter this and customize it however that you like. It is entirely up to you. Please do bear that in mind when you are building something like this. It is entirely up to you how you want to build it. So for me, I'm going to take out chunks here, put some glass in here, fuck it. That looks really good. So yeah, back to the actual structure of the building once you've done that. It is basically just to connect the pillars all the way up. Now the pillars should connect. Make sure you're using the sort of struts that you used on the other side as well to connect this. Otherwise it's going to look extremely weird, and it will look weird. Trust me when I say that, it will. And you can build some sort of structures coming all the way down here as well, right next to each other. So probably is that right next to, is that one in? That is one in, isn't it? Well, if you get confused the way you want to put the struts, just it's quite easily to do. Just branch it out with another thing and then make sure it all connects like so. Come all the way down. Beautiful. Same, probably missed it entirely. No, we're good. Right, like there. Oh, they are symmetrical. They are symmetrical struts. Whoops. Move it over one then. My bad. There we go. And then connect the roof in the back like so. So there we go. That is pretty much it. All you need to do now is just finalize how you want to be done, how this wants to be done. So for instance, what I want is I'm going to have a window display here. So I'm going to put my struts as well all the way up along here, so it looks kind of fancy. It doesn't really matter, I want that rustic feel inside, so I'm going to do that as well, like so. And then after that I'm going to put a massive freaking window, as I fucking can. Detailing as well guys, is up to you how you want to do it, and everything else. Obviously you can put stairs in particular between this bit as well. You know, again, it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. Just going to finalise this build as well by mimicking the exact same thing on the upstairs as on the bottom as well, which is concealing these little shit bits here, purely because you can't really put anything in a corner like that. So yeah, there we have it, almost done. Just got to fill the rest of this in. There we go, pretty much it, and we're pretty much done. Just bump some torches down, make it look a little bit more sleek. I'm going to follow the window pattern along here as well, good as I can, because obviously the structure of this building is great. Grab your doors as well, and put your doors down. So let's find some doors. I'm going to go for the darker doors here because they look so much nicer, and then I'm going to start plonking those down. So there we have it. There is sort of the second sort of manor that I've done. It looks pretty damn cool. You can build or customize the sort of entrance or the exit, or you know, the grass plane or anything that you want. We're not going to be doing that on the video. It's going to be showing you how to build the actual building. So guys, if this did help, please give me a like and a comment as well. If you've got any other suggestions that you want to see, maybe some fountains, I'm going to be doing a couple of bridge projects as well. Loads of different things to come. Make sure to hit me up in the comments. But as always guys, Killer Kev here, and Killer Kev out.